Effectiveness in ministry and mission is the watchword for the planning, training, and management meetings that happen in the fall around the Pacific Union. Hello, I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, and our All God's People program is being recorded this week on location at Azure Hills Adventist Church in Grand Terrace, California. Our crew is here along with communication professionals from across our union for 2 days of training and strategic planning. I can tell you this is a great group to meet with. Their enthusiasm for telling the story of how God is leading our church here in the West is infectious. And this week they spent an entire day discussing how to better approach the 54 million people who live in our union territory, and followed it up with a full day of discussing how to be more effective in the use of digital tools for their work. Is this the ministry of the church? It absolutely is, for it's helping to shape how people know and understand our unique message. Perhaps you already know that every autumn the Seventh-day Adventist Church hosts a meeting called Annual Council that brings together leaders from all over the world. The North American Division year-end meeting focuses on plans for North America. But in my humble opinion, the meetings that have the most significant impact are the ones that happen right here at home. Like pastors' meetings, such as this one in Las Vegas for pastors from the Nevada-Utah Conference. They're talking about responding to the unique needs of their churches in places like Reno and Las Vegas and Salt Lake City, as well as in their churches across the vast geography of their two states. At meetings like this in all our conferences, the focus is clear: mission effectiveness, responding to the leading of the Holy Spirit, how to use new tools and resources, and perhaps most important, why our local ministries matter so much, and what we can do to lead our communities to Christ. Our educators have a very rigorous calendar of meetings that they manage to squeeze in on top of operating the schools. Management, curriculum development and evaluation, understanding student performance scores, and responding in the most effective way. If you ask them about mission, they are quite matter-of-fact in their answer: to provide for our students a quality education that will prepare them for life and for service. It's a challenging ministry that doesn't happen without a lot of hard work. The Pacific Union Executive Committee meets on a quarterly basis to take up the work of our union. They represent all of us and function as our primary governing board between the constituency meetings that happen every 5 years. In addition to the reports from the officers and others, they act on a wide variety of issues and provide the legal foundation for the work of the church here in the Pacific Southwest. And they also deal with issues facing the church, such as how to respond to our young people or how we should move together in unity when there are issues with varying perspectives. Sit with this group even for a few minutes and you will observe that the Pacific Union Conference is a providential example of unity and diversity. Well, there are many ways to describe those things that might separate us: race, ethnicity, geography, gender, age, education, political affiliation. We take our life and joy from that which unites us, and our executive committee leads the way in that. And then there are the most important meetings that we have, the ones that happen every single Sabbath in 831 churches across the union. One of the great strengths of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is that the community of God is recreated in each congregation through the power of the Holy Spirit and the all-embracing love of Jesus. We come together in worship and ministry each week, knowing that God will use the diversity of our history, circumstances, and gifts to bring the gospel to those around us. And now, here's Elder Ricardo Graham with a message entitled, God's Promises.
A few years ago, Audrey and I were on a plane starting a vacation. I dozed as the plane took off, and when I woke up, Audrey was chatting away with the woman sitting next to her. I wasn't really eavesdropping, but as I opened my magazine, I heard the woman ask, "So, what's the difference between Seventh-day Adventists and other Christian churches?" Audrey went to work with precision, beginning with what we have in common with other Christians and then moving carefully through many of our distinctive truths. I smiled as she positioned Jesus and her love of Him at the heart of her discussion. Audrey and her newfound friend talked most of the trip, but it wasn't Audrey by herself. She was operating in tandem with God. The Holy Spirit was depositing truth throughout their conversation. God is at work in every conversation where Jesus is uplifted. We are His junior partners in the enterprise of salvation, sharing the good news of God's provision for lost humanity. Truth is like a seed. Correctly planted in the earth, the sun and rain awaken it, and God's touch brings the seed to life and fruitfulness. God seeks to work through us and with us to reach other people. as Paul teaches in Philippians 2:13, for it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Stories like this one are probably duplicated millions of times a day around the world by faithful Christians. God is seeking to bring people to himself for their salvation, and he wants to use us as his helpers. There are many seekers in the world. I pray that the witness of all God's people will lead them to God's eternal kingdom.